How's it going? We are back. Well, I shouldn't say back. We are here with the Cold War beta. Or, sorry, not beta. Alpha. I am stoked for this. Because this will be my first chance seeing the game and getting my hands on it. And based on what I feel, that will determine if I go ahead and, like, pre-order. Or if I, like, I'm going to wait and just feel it out for the beta. But knowing me, depending on what, pre-order and like deluxe version edition perks there are, I am a sucker for those. You give me some good reasons to like buy your game early, like a few good either boost or like, oh, only people who pre-order get this. And it's just like something like that. So I just pulled up my phone, so we'll get the notification in a few seconds. Can I go ahead and create a class? Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. See, that have one person watching. How are you doing? Ooh. Okay. So Gunfighter, you can have 3 additional mod slots. Lawbreaker, any equipped weapon in either slot. Equip weapons in either slot and equip any perks. Ooh, I see that I have 3 people watching. Wow, 2 people just hopped on. How are you guys doing? Perk, Greedy. Gets 3 extra perks. Ooh. Danger Close. An extra lethal or tactical. And start with max ammo. Not bad. I'll go Gunfighter. So let's check out the perks. So Engineer. See enemy score streaks on your minimap. And reroll care package. Detect enemy score streaks through walls. Tactical Mask. Maximize resistance to flashbangs and stun grenades and immune to gas. That's pretty good. My headphone cord is tangled up. Give me a second. The next one is Flak Jacket. Take less damage to explosives and Molotov. Perk 2, Scavenger. Replenish ammo from fallen players. Recharge equipment for Quartermaster over 25 seconds, and Tracker. See imprint. Okay. And aim to see enemies to reveal them. Ooh, okay, that's a neat add-on. If you aim on an enemy, it'll actually reveal it on your team's minimap. And then finally, we have the last one. Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Ninja all in one. Cold-Blooded. AI-controlled score streaks cannot target you, or will not. Player-controlled score streaks will not highlight you, will not show up on thermal, and players and vehicles do not see your nameplate. That last one's pretty cool. Ghost, undetectable to spy planes whenever you are moving, planting or defusing bomb, or controlling score streaks. So the key part is the moving, planting, and defusing, and controlling score streaks. So, Ghost does not work if you are standing still. And then finally, Ninja. Sprint more quietly, resistant to field mic. That must be a tactical, if I'm not mistaken, field mic. Probably it's like a proximity detector. As of now, I won't touch any of that. Oh, okay, field upgrade. Deployable recording device that highlights enemy sounds on your minimap. I called it kind of jammer. Create electronic disruption field, disabling enemy field upgrades and degrading enemy minimap information. That's pretty cool. SAM turret. Launch missiles at enemy air score streaks and player controlled helicopters. And then proximity mine. Throwable mine explodes shortly after an enemy runs over it, drives over it. Can be avoided by crouching. Okay, good to know. Destroys any vehicles that run over it. That last one's nice. And why I stopped here is because I thought I knew the acronym for SAM, but I don't. At least not on the top of my head. Then we have your classic frag and Molotov. And we have stun and smoke. Okay. Not bad. Let's go over the gun. So pistol, we have the 1911, and however you say that, it's a 3-round burst. in your secondary, you can have 2 different shotguns, and then you have this gun. Sigma? Yeah, Sigma 2, which I guess is similar to the Pila from the other game. Then, for your primaries, you can have the XM4, the Craig 6, and the AK-47. For SMGs, MP5, Type 821, and the AK-7 or 74U. Then finally, and finally, he says, when I still have 3 more categories. For tactical rifles, which I'm guessing are like burst or semi-autos, you have the M16 and the Type 63. LMG, you have the RPD and the Stoner 63. And for sniper rifles, you have the LW3 Tundra and the Pellington 703. So far, I'm going to stick with... Oh, and I want to see Gunsmith. And also, I like that it does... they did upgrade it, and it'll tell you percentages. That is nice. And I don't know if I'll unlock the other stuff that shows by leveling up. I assume so, maybe. Fast mag's cool, so if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 magazines just duct taped together so you can just, you know, pull it out and swap it instead of having to pull a mag from your hip. That's cool. Like I said, right now, I'm probably not going to touch anything just because I want to see how it feels before I do anything. I mean, really, I could just do this. I do get ADS penalty, but I get better muzzle velocity and more effective at range, so the shots are able to land farther for the barrel. I kind of just want to put on a suppressor for fun. Yeah, like I said, I'm not touching any of these right now. Let's see. Okay. I'll play around with these guys. Okay, so, and finally for operators, do we have anyone we specifically want? Vargas looks cool. I'm gonna go Baker. He seems cool. Alright. No. Adler. Yeah, let's go Adler. And then the only thing in the store is to buy it. Ooh, I wonder... Oh, barracks must be, like, first... Okay, and one more thing to look at, score streaks, before I go into anything else. So, you have the CRXD, a remote-controlled car with explosives. You have the spy plane, so, like a UAV. You have artillery, which is like an airstrike. Napalm strike. That's fun. Air patrol, call-in squadron of jets to attack enemy airstreaks. Nice. Counter enemy airstreak patrols. War machine. A grenade launcher. Attack helicopter, so, I think you manually... No, this one you manually do. Chopper gunner. Okay. There's one other thing that I want to look at. Under here. Okay. I'm guessing after... You'll have another segment where you can, like, customize camos and stuff like that. I'm just guessing. So now that I've looked at everything that I think I can look at, if we do this, inbox, I can see all friend requests. That's cool. Cool. I was wondering if I could get to the see up top. See what I unlocked from leveling. So core mosh pit, which is 6v6 TDM kill confirmed and domination on Miami, Seattle, and Moscow, and then the combined arms domination, which is I can't see how many members, but it's on Armada and Crossroads. I think let's play a few games core mosh pit, then we'll go over to some combined arms. I think that'll be fun. Oh, I kind of want to go into settings because see if I can edit anything in there. And I am in a private party, so I don't need to worry about that. I wonder if I can readjust the screen because at the very top it's kind of cut off for me. Just like average OBJ, average elims, and average win-loss or win-loss ratio. And I might honestly need, depending on how it first sounds, I might need to go into the settings and fiddle with it. But yeah, I'm hyped for this. What I should really do is text one of the people that I played Modern Warfare with, say, hey, I'm streaming Cold War Alpha. By the way, you have PlayStation. The Alpha's free if you want to download and run it yourself. Yeah, I could. Might do that tomorrow, though. I can't go into the option menu from here. There we go.
Be locked down. Capture the objective.
Commencing capture operation. Enemy throwing seeds. Eliminated hostile jammer. Field mic is up.
Ooh, okay. I do like that you can see health bars. Yeah, I like that you can see health bars. That's fun.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Okay, yeah. Can I mount? It doesn't look like I could mount. Okay.
Enemy chopper gunner established above.
Also, there's no opening doors. So any doors that is not open, you cannot open.
Losing B.
Hostile expired.
Also, from what I've seen, there's a higher time to kill. So it's closer to the time to kill of Black Ops 4. Sorry, I'm blanking a little bit. So from what I've seen, it's like about 300 milliseconds ish in Black Ops 4, and this is close to 300 milliseconds. In Modern Warfare, it was only or it is only like 120 milliseconds time to kill. So meaning, you know, if you get the jump on someone, you can easily melt them before they even really respawn. In this, it's a lot faster, you could say. I need to go over some dead bodies. Ooh, dead body. And that's why I need to go over the dead body, because I need more bullets. Ooh, okay, good one, good one. Also, yeah, score streaks carries over.
Bring this home.
Oh, I got a voice invite from Walker. Give me a second. I'm gonna invite him to my party. So the screen's gonna go blue for a few minutes. By minutes, I mean seconds. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Walker, you're in voice now. There you go, buddy. Ah, we won! Best play. That is pretty nice. How do we do scoreboard wise? Yeah, we. It's bottom of the barrel. So, didn't we start when they were playing? I mean, also, I have to get my legs in the game. I mean, 4-3, that's pretty good KDA. Or KDR. So, and what I mean, so essentially, you know, get your sea legs, which, or, yeah. Meaning, I need to get the feel of the game, so that I can better play it. Because this is my first time, I mean, anytime you first pick up a game, it's always going to be a bit rough playing it. Unless you know, played it offline, in a streamer's point of view. If you play it offline, or read up how to control it. Other than that, it's going to be really rough. Let's go audio, voice chat disabled. Microphone level, let's mute it. Party chat. There we go. Interface. That gun goes, okay. I really wish zombies was unlocked in this mode, because I'd love it. I was really hoping that in, the other, Modern Warfare that they would add zombies. Because I heard rumors of it. There was no zombies, unfortunately. Hey, average of limbs. 4. Nice! Yeah, invite Walker to voice, did I not? Go make sure I do add him. Just do it again, just to be safe. There you go. So he is officially in voice now. Or, he officially has the invite.
Seize the objectives. Alpha locked down. We're pulling ahead. Securing Bravo.
Hey Walker, how you doing?
Doing good.
That's great. So have you downloaded the alpha yet?
I have not.
I'd recommend before... I don't even know what today is. But before you go to sleep, I would recommend downloading it. Just because it said it would take my PlayStation like 5 hours to download it. And so, I mean, if you're able to play tomorrow or whenever, you know, you don't want to wait 5 hours before you can try the alpha. And I'd honestly recommend trying the alpha because I'm using it as kind of the benchmark, essentially, to see if I want to pre-order or buy the game when it comes out. And so, essentially, what I'll do is, if I like the alpha, then I might honestly just straight up get the pre-order it. If I like it enough and they offer me like decent perks for pre-orders, then I might just straight up pre-order it.
But you are about to get 18 games in November.
Well,
18.
they're free games.
Yes, but there's still things like Last of Us, God of War. There's some really good games in there.
And I mean, they're doing that primarily because in November, that's also when they launch the new console. And so
Yes.
they'll already have some games that are compatible with the new console that you can play straight off the bat. So, and Call of Duty's coming out sometime in November, early November too. So the Cold War, the game I'm playing the alpha of right now. So that means at launch of PlayStation, you can already have access to Cold War and already play the full game.
Location secure. Maintain current posture.
I am probably not going to get COD, this COD, and I think that's because I have not been playing a lot of FPS games lately, like, not a lot at all.
Yeah.
Or I've been playing a lot of games, period, but it's like, I don't know, I've been getting more into the indie side of things.
That makes sense.
Bravo.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I mean, one, you can always still play like Warzone,
That's true.
because that is not only cross-compatible, cross-generational, it's also you can play it for free, and it's on both Cold War and Modern Warfare. So it's cross everything, really. So, but the next game has Call of Duty Zombies. Have you ever played a COD Zombies?
I have not.
Didn't you play? Who played Black Ops with me? Because I'm pretty sure someone played Black Ops with me. Was it you?
I don't think it was me, 'cause I don't think I have Black Ops.
Did I play alone? The Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I don't have Black Ops.
Then I'm pretty sure I had. No, maybe I didn't.
Switching rally points.
It might have been like one of those things where, like, I was playing like a different game when we were talking.
Maybe. Maybe. But
Capture the objective.
you've never played the Zombies. Now that Zombies is so much fun if you don't know. Unfortunately, it's even more fun if you're coordinating with a group of people.
Charlie
You're in voice with 4 other people or 3 other people who are playing it. I mean, there's a chance that Miniag will possibly get the next game. So, I mean, we're missing 2 more.
Male outfit neutralized. Laying smoke.
I'm almost out of ammo.
So, you have round 2. I think you should at least download, or not download, at least get all the games and add them to your library. So that way if you want to play them later. you
Yeah,
can
that's
know.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to download all the games that seem like I want. Like, most of the games that I mentioned to you in text, I'm going to at least download those games. Or, like, buy them for free. So that, I can still play them.
Yeah.
Because I am actually considering going relatively quickly to next gen. I don't know when I'll be going to next gen, but that is something that I would like to do.
taking Alpha.
So, I think, I don't know, I'm one of those guys that adopts consoles a lot later than, than most people. And that's mainly due to one key thing.
You want to make sure software and games are running properly.
Well, actually, no. It's all about library. Like, okay, so when the Switch first launched, it was like there was Breath of the Wild and a couple of other things that were pretty good. You know, they normally launch with some pretty decent titles, but sometimes it takes like a couple months at least for good, really solid games that I would want to buy a console for to get released. Like, I don't know. I don't really know any of the games that are coming out on PlayStation 5 yet. I haven't done much research into it. I know there's some.
Yeah, I need to do my research actually on what's coming in to PS5, but I mean, one, you'll have Warzone, the cross compatibility of Warzone, and you'll also have Cold War, which you say that you might not get.
Probably not gonna get, simply because I just don't do it. I haven't done a lot of FPS games lately.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just hearing my field radar, but I just want to make sure and kill theirs. It's driving me half insane. Only half insane though. Okay, I think I've kind of gotten my Cold War legs. You know how when you're first on a ship, you have to get your sea legs? Yeah, I'm getting my Cold War legs.
So, I downloaded TikTok simply because it'll be banned this Sunday, and I'm debating whether or not I should delete it.
I wouldn't, just because it's going to be pulled from all app stores on Sunday, or Monday, or whenever. But,
Yeah.
so that means that if you get it but then drop it, then
It's
you
kind of a
won't
one-trip.
have it.
Yeah, one-way trip.
Yeah,
So
it's a one-way trip after Sunday. The second you delete it, you can't get it back. So, but, I mean, here's the thing. In my point of view, anything you do on the internet, someone could hack in and steal all your information, right? Every
Yeah,
single
for sure.
form of internet connection, if it's connected to the internet, it can get hacked.
Prince that's going to promise all that gold to me.
Well, okay, fine. That might be the one example where it's not. Kidding. But still, you know. And also, so, sure. Anytime you're on the internet, anything that you have on the internet, you risk getting your information stolen. So, if you're already on, like, Instagram, I know Facebook and Twitter are for older people, but if you're on there, if you have email accounts, Snapchat, anything like that, your info could get stolen in a matter of moments. So, and some of those are US-based stuff. So what's stopping the US government from taking our information? So, I mean, you know, it's... So, from my point of view, I'm not necessarily worried about my stuff getting stolen because I don't really have any, like, financially based stuff stored on my phone. I don't have my credit card info saved on my phone. Sure, I have my, like, phone, the app to access my account, but, like, I don't have Apple Pay. I don't have, like, Social Security stored in my phone. Nothing. Sure, I have some email account passwords and stuff like that, but, you know, I'm not holding anything that sensitive.
Yes,
So,
and so I think it's
I mean,
more
I
of a
understand the possible security risk, but also anytime you're on the internet, you have a security risk.
Which is true.
So,
I think it's more
but I
political than
mean,
anything else.
I'd also, I mean, you know that art deal wasn't actually really for me. It was mainly for the other artists in the art group, right? Essentially, I was saying to the people, you can get me to do that same deal, but you get the app, and I actually post content to the app without you guys having to put anything in yourself.
What deals? I thought we were talking about the art deal.
Well, I was just stating that the art deal was originally only for the other artists in the channel. It wasn't really supposed to be me.
You can't make a deal for the other artists. You gotta include it and stuff. Speaking of art, I'm doing art right now. And
Fair point.
all weekend to do stuff and make it better.
I mean, I already did art.
You have, but
I posted 2 things of art recently. And you only posted 1, so I'm covered for a bit.
let me see the other art.
The lighthouse and the person.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'm covered for a while.
The person was the continuation of the Japanese thing that I did. And the lighthouse was a continuation of... What did I draw before that?
No, I've done no continuation-based stuff. I wanted to do the lighthouse because I wanted to do the lighthouse. I was listening to Leave a Light On, and that just struck the chord. That was like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do this. And then the person... I don't know why I wanted to do the person, but it wasn't as a response to your person.
Okay, good point. I'll do 2 more, and then you can do 1 more. But I'm not gonna do 2 more.
I can't do it tonight because I know what I'm doing after stream. I'm 11% complete, or 12% complete with my English essay, and
That's not much.
exactly. And somewhere, I think what it used to be is the essay was due on the 21st, but the professors changed it up, so it's due on the 23rd. But I don't know that for certain, so I'm essentially going to pretend as if it is due on the, 21st instead of the 23rd. So I want to get all of it done, this weekend. Essentially, I want to post it on the original due date before he shifted it. So I know what I'm spending several hours after post stream. So from midnight to who knows AM.
Yeah, well, I'm also not going to really be able to do art tonight that much anyway. I might start on my art. Then I have to get to bed because I have to wake up early tomorrow and do drill weekend.
Yeah, I hope that goes well.
Thank you. I don't really know what to expect. I've never done it before.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah. I'm curious.
But so, yeah, I'd recommend keeping TikTok. And, one, didn't you already have TikTok? Because I already have your thing, I already have you following me.
I had it, and then I deleted it, and then I had it, and then I deleted it. It's been off and on.
And now
for a
you
while.
have it, and you're not going to delete it until the US actually bans it, right?
Probably not, yeah.
So you're not going to delete it until they officially ban it.
Yes.
But, technically, if you think about it, something similar happened with Disney and Sony with Spider-Man. They said that Tom Holland wasn't going to be in another Spider-Man as another Spider-Man. He was in another Spider-Man movie. So, I mean, I think it's just a matter of time before, now they know, TikTok and ByteDance knows that, okay, this is actually happening. We need to make our deal, or we lose out on this market.
Odds are
So-
it's going to be purchased by someone.
Yeah,
That's
odds
what-
are someone is going to purchase it sometime again soon. They're going to officially purchase it within before. So it's just off the App Store right now. You can still use it. The official date that I believe that it's going to get completely banned is like November something.
Oh, like band, like.
Like, if they do not work out the deal before November, so I can put a date to it, let's say November 12th. If they don't make a deal before November 12th, it is completely banned on US servers.
That's kind of nuts, but you know.
But so right now, it's only no one else can get it. So technically, it's not banned. It's just essentially think of it like a shadow ban. You can't see the creators who post stuff because the algorithm is not happy with them. So it's just a small shadow ban, essentially. So it's not officially banned. Which is a good thing. So, essentially, it's kind of like forcing pressure to, you know, actually, what's it called? Make the sale.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's like
it
twisting their
100%.
arms. Like, okay, you won't make the deal? We'll make you make the deal, essentially.
Yeah, and this is, for those of you who are wondering, this is 100% political based. This is not so much a threat to state national security, so much it is a political motive. And I'm not.
And
normally
I've
a
actually heard
conspiracy
something, and I haven't done the research myself, so I do not know how accurate the data is. But apparently, Trump was going to go ahead with and allow the Oracle, thing. Oracle wasn't buying TikTok; they were just owning a share or something and controlling it. But apparently, some senator from somewhere said. And, of course, I have not done my research, so I do not know for sure. This is just what I saw on one person's account. So, I'm not saying anything about any political lines. I just want to make that clear, because I do not deal with politics.
It's not a reference source, is basically what you're saying.
So, it's not a reliable source. This is just what I've heard. And, is their source reliable? I do not know. I am not making comments on any basis of political lines. Essentially, I am neutral. In what I'm saying right now, I am as neutral as I can be. And by that,
This is
I'm...
a neutral channel. No,
Mhm,
you don't
yeah.
have much political preference. If you just like Trump, you don't care.
Yeah, I don't bring in politics to this channel because politics is a very slippery slope. You say one thing, you offend a lot of people, essentially. Or if you don't back once... Politics is a mess. I do not like politics. I actually don't watch the news and that kind of stuff. So, but from what I've heard, one senator actually said the thing that's happening with Oracle, that actually not completing the executive order. But Trump was going to go ahead with that and possibly not take it off the store. That's just what I've heard. I do not know if this is true or not. And even if it is, I'm making no comments on either side. If the comment is true, okay. If it's not, okay. Essentially, it's what it is. And I think that TikTok will eventually, they will sell their servers to an American-based company and that kind of stuff.
It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. I mean, technically, it's not fully banned for, like, 2 more months, essentially, so... As of right now, if you don't have TikTok and think you might want it, I'd go ahead and download it. If you have TikTok, and you might want to see it later, but you're thinking about clearing room up off of your phone, I would not advise deleting TikTok until, you know, the final curtain is drawn. Kind of like we're in a story. Earlier this year with the stuff about TikTok, That was Act 1. Now we're moving on to Act 2. Negotiations. It's been pulled off the store. Now we're negotiating. Next we go to Act 3, the resolution. What will happen? Find out next time on TikTok. Is it banned or is it still around? Sorry, I just had to add in some humor there. But yeah, so, Walker, I'd recommend keeping it, and I'm not saying because if you can convince a majority of the people in the Discord to get it, I will post content on TikTok. I will create content.
That's not my level of expertise. I barely use TikTok now.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, you could help me, is what I'm saying.
I see that.
Convince them for me. Because, I mean, if you think about it...
What do you need to convince them for? You are a very convincing person.
I tried. But, I mean, if you think about it, from what... So, all you guys get is a win-win. You get the app. If you use the app, you get funny videos from other content creators and myself.
That's brutal.
If you get the app and don't use it, I'm still making a fool of myself and no one gets to see it. So either way, I'm making a fool of myself if you guys get it. If you don't, I will go shrink back into the levels of anonymity. By that, I mean, do exactly what I'm doing right now. I don't post any content. The last content I posted was back in June. Which I think I posted somewhere in the Discord.
It was a while ago, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But, so I mean, you can expect that or better content from me. So, I mean, essentially all you get is a win-win. If you get the app, you have fun. If you get the app but don't use it, then you're still making me look like a fool. Willingly look like a fool. I'm not saying I'm going to be posting 25 content videos a day. Maybe one a day, one a week, or something, depending on how many people you can convince to get the app.
Kill confirmed.
So probably gonna be 8, 9. I do not care for the app. Now, that's not to say that's a bad app. I mean, obviously it's very popular. I just don't care for it. I have tried to cut out. I've tried to cut out Instagram almost completely. I just use it as a communication platform now. But yeah, and I have Snapchat. But again, it's just I use those only for communication, and I don't have time. And I also don't really like the majority of the content that shows up. And I understand you have to let the algorithm kind of work its magic, but I just don't like it.
Yeah. But that's also, like what you said, you have to let the algorithm work its magic. So, if you don't like something, you have to essentially let the algorithm know. And on TikTok, you can just hold down on a video and say, don't show me more of this content. I don't know how it does it. It might be looking at specific tags of the video, content creator, audio byte. It's looking at different things and it's trying to ID what do you not want to look at. So maybe if you don't like the audio, it will give you another one of the same audio but completely different tags or something. And just to see, okay, is it the audio, is it the tags, is it the creator, and essentially just try and narrow it down. I do not know, I am not algorithm based yet. I think I'll have to do that for software engineering. I think that's technically the job of software engineering, making algorithms and stuff like that, right? I need to look up...
It's one of the jobs. There's a lot of different ones out
yeah,
there.
I need like officially look up what a software engineer does.
Look up Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a fantastic. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just how I discovered.
Yeah, Glassdoor allows you to see like the jobs and like how much they're getting paid and that kind of stuff.
Exactly. That's how I use Glassdoor to figure out. I wanted to become a pilot because my requirements for the job that I wanted to get. It had to pay a livable wage, decent livable wage, and I had to enjoy it. And basically, I was thinking, yeah, I made the first way I thought about it is I made the jokes like, hey, I could always become a pilot, and then it was like, I thought about it, it's like, wait a second, why am I joking about that? That's just legitimately something that I might actually be interested in. And yeah, that's just great.
Yeah.
So there's that. So, I mean, obviously not everybody wants
Also,
to become a
something that
pilot.
I'm going to have to specifically do is if I do want to work for Disney, and I do, I'm going to have to specifically target, try to find Disney jobs relating to my major. That's what I'll have to do.
You could be a software,
Software
you could be a
engineer,
concept
Imagineer.
artist. You could be a concept artist.
I am not that good at art.
Yet. Not that good.
Ever.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Hey bro, this stuff takes practice just like anything
Like,
else.
I want to do kind of concept art. I've seen concept art. Someone who was at our school, I forget what school or what college they go to, but they stopped by my art class fall semester last year, and they were becoming like
Enemy spy plane inbound.
some a concept artist for video games, or just concept artists in general. And you know, it looked cool because that's kind of the stuff that I like, or that I would want to do. I would want to build worlds and build characters. But the problem is, as of right now, I do not have. Part of it is I think I don't have the tech level, because
No,
right now I do all the stuff on pen and paper, and it's not easy. And like I want to do it on computer. Uh-oh,
Well,
RTC.
I'm gonna go and tell you this right now. It is a massive. Okay, having good equipment is important,
Hostile spy
but just
plane
sitting it
established
down and
overhead.
doing it over and over and over again, that's what gets it. I still suck at art. Like,
I personally think, so I'm not saying that I'm the bomb at art, and I'm not saying I'm trash. I'm mostly trash, but what I'm saying is I think I could increase the level and quality of my art if I could do it on the computer, because I'm not good at drawing depth, and I would want to work with like color stuff. Like I would want to do better shading and actually, you know, make my artwork colorful. I cannot do that with my current tech level. And so that's kind of where my headspace is at. It's I want to be able to do this digitally, because also you can layer stuff, and layering is just so awesome. I've done I've only used like a primitive level of digital art, but and it had like a primitive level of layering, but using
Enemy
like
spy plane inbound.
a better program that does layering differently with more tools. Like, and by primitive, I mean I had very small access to tools. But if I were to get like more access to different art-based tools in app form, I think that I could do some pretty decent stuff.
I'm gonna do some pretty decent stuff right now.
Field mic transmitting.
If you think what I'm doing right now is decent, just essentially think of what I could do, or what I say I could do, if I was on computer.
Throwing granate.
Did I ever show that meme? It basically it showed this guy. It's like, oh boy, I just brought the brand new tablet or whatever. It's like, and it had like this envision of this guy battling the dragon. It's like, I can't wait to make my my
Magnum
dreams
opus.
a reality. And then he showed, and then it was like, it showed a picture. And there's a stick figure fighting this really crappily drawn dragon. It's like, oh yeah, I still suck.
I do remember seeing that.
So that's not to say. That's not to.
I mean, I understand that.
disparage your skill. I think that you have a lot of skill, but I also think you might be overestimating just how much tech plays into it.
Like,
I always,
if I use paints and stuff, I can make my stuff look decent. But, like, I can't do that on... Essentially, I can't do that on pen and paper by myself. Like, I would want higher tech. And by using that tech, I think I can make it look how I can envision it. I mean, that's just what I think. And theory and practice is a whole different ballgame.
Absolutely.
So, in theory, I could. In practice, I do not know because I cannot practice it. Like, essentially, in theory, if you're good at Modern Warfare, you will be good at Cold War. In practice, they are actually two different games. The time to kill in Cold War is actually slower than in Modern Warfare. And there are other mechanics that makes Cold War a whole different game, because it is, from Modern Warfare. So, in theory, being good at one, you'll be good in the other. Practice, not necessarily. I mean, how am I doing for elims? I'm doing 11 elims right now, so I mean, I'm not doing terrible. But so essentially, I'm kind of proving theory and practice right now. First game, got 4 elims, 3 deaths. First time playing, of course. Second game, I'm doing better. Third game, doing better. So practice makes perfect, but also theory and practice. So I probably just said that in a really roundabout manner and it probably didn't make sense, but you
I made a little bit of
understand.
sense, but not much.
Me making sense? That's humor.
We have a field mic. They're gone.
Ooh, I want to see what artillery does.
The mission clock is expiring.
I can choose multiple.
Wasted them.
I like this. Penguin is a happy penguin. Oh, 2 people there. But yeah, oh, I can't wait for tomorrow.
What's Oregon?
So, possibly, I will get all the information I need to know of my race tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
The race is not tomorrow. I get the race. I get my race times. So if I'm lucky, I mean, I'm also saying if I'm lucky, but I don't know how. So, you know, I'm putting all my chips on red. Essentially, so to speak. Meaning, I've paid for the race. I paid for 2 races. The start time is 3.5 hours apart. One's a 10K mud run with a weighted backpack, and the other one's a 5K mud run OCR thing. They're the same race, just one's longer. The thing is, me doing a road race, road running, versus me doing a mud run, is a whole different time spectrum. It takes me longer to do a mud run than it does to do a regular race.
As
because-
expected.
As to be expected. The thing is, I'm also adding in a different factor. A 20-pound weighted backpack. And technically, there is, through how I'm doing it, I'm just doing the Wrecking Division. It's not through Go Ruck or anything, it's just Wrecking Division. That's just what it's called. It does not state the weight that you have to do. If you do it through Go Ruck, which is literally like a 12-hour-long event, you do it overnight on the course with a cadre, and you're doing the course. Running the course, doing obstacles, doing other, like, physical training stuff. That
That
is...
is exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
You have a green light.
So, I mean, from last year, I watched a video of someone doing the race on the race course I'm doing, and he was running it with at least his wife, maybe he had a daughter with him or something, but he was doing it with family, and you have to cross water. There's literally like a lake in the middle of the course, and he went, like, his wife was saying, oh, it's cold or something. It's like, yeah, you should have felt this at 3 in the morning. Yeah, he was doing the GoRuck stuff at 3 a.m. I'm not doing that. But if I was doing that, they mandated it's, if you're below this weight category, you do X weight if you're a dude or versus girl. And if you're above this weight category, you do a different weight, male versus female, of course. So, I think I would be in the upper weight category, and I think I would be running any of the GoRuck stuff with 30 pounds, I think would be the weight division. The weight division that I would fall in would be doing 30 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, and it could be 20 pounds, but then that means that the lightweight division, and I'm calling it a division, but essentially if you're lightweight versus a little bit heavier weight, you do one or the other. So, the quote-unquote lightweight division would have 10 pounds. And for a dude, 10 pounds, I'm pretty sure that seems a little off. So I think it's 30 pounds.
That's a lot of weight when you're running long distance. It doesn't seem like it.
Well, I mean, this is, it's GoRuck, so you're also doing PT. GoRuck's a whole different ballgame. I'm not doing GoRuck anytime soon. And downside for me is I like to do, even if I wanted to do this stuff, you need at least multiple people to do it with you, no matter what you're doing. And I don't want to drag anyone down, so if I wanted to do it, I would rather do it solo than with people, and that just can't happen. But oh well.
Dude, if you actually like wanted to do this stuff, just come to a drill weekend with us.
The thing is, I want to do it on my own terms, essentially, and not someone barking at me to do it.
They might bark at you, they would just think, well, no. Well, it depends. Yeah, okay. Let me explain. So, alright, first things first, you're not going for basic training. There's nothing like basic training. When you're doing it like PT in the morning, like when I did PT in the morning today, it was very encouraging. There was one guy that was real slow, and we were like, come on, Cadet Food, you got this, yeah, no problem. However, there's one thing you're not allowed to say when you're doing anything remotely close to PT. The words, I can't. You are never allowed to say anything. If you say I can't, you will get absolutely smoked. They do not want to hear those words come out of your mouth whenever you're doing anything. And if you're giving it 100% and 110%, they're not going to bark at you. However, they are going to encourage you and be like, yeah, you got this, man, and give you advice. But if you're not giving 100% and you're saying I can't, that's when they're going to start really smoking you. Because it's like, if you say you can't, you won't. You kind of gotta have to give 100% every single day, every single time you do anything like this. So if you're not giving 100%, then it's just, why are you there? Anyway, that's it. Not everything's that hoorah in the army. But there are certain things that it's like, yeah, that makes a difference if you really try to do stuff. Like, I'm not fast. And I'm not very strong. I have those little arms, so yeah. But it's all about discipline and just how much you want to put into it.
Yeah. But so
yeah, sorry to
so back to my mud run thing. I mean, technically, I could just do it with less than 20 pounds, but that's the only ruck weight I have. So essentially, it's 20 pounds. What?
Dog food. That's what we use on rucks because you want the weight to be distributed evenly. So if you put dog food in your backpack, it's a heck of a lot easier to weigh it out and get it more exact. So I would heavily advise you use dog food.
I'm using the GoRuck backpacks, GoRuck rucksacks, and I am also using their ruck plates. So, you know, their plates are designed for their backpacks.
plates are less than ideal because it does tend to centralize the weight into one spot, whereas dog food separates it throughout the bag, so it's actually easier to use dog food than it is to use like official plates.
I mean, the plate is
all-
literally across my entire back. It literally takes up the entire base of the entire back, really. It's not like situated at the bottom or anything. It's just all on the back, kind of.
Well, I know, but it's still like a plate. Like, okay, is it taking up the entirety of the room, put it up, like filling all the pockets and stuff?
There's only one weight packet or pocket, and it is literally corner to corner of that pocket. Now, if I had a 10-pound weight, if I put it horizontally, I think I couldn't get it to fit. But if I put it horizontally, I think it would fit edge to edge. Vertically, I think it could slide around, but horizontally, which would probably be how it is meant to fit, wouldn't be like that. I don't know. I don't have the 10-pound plate. I only have the 20-pound.
Incoming stun grenade.
Well, at any rate.
But so, I mean, technically, I could just get a lot of water bottles, like big water bottles, fill them up with water, and I could essentially go with only one weight, or 1 pound, instead of 20 pounds. But I'm going with 20 because it's all that I have and all that and I don't care to spend that much extra work just to get a different amount that I could do a little bit easier. But essentially, all my chips are on red. So if I do not finish the first race within, I mean, technically 3.5 hours is how long I have. But I want to make sure, I want to make sure that I can get out of the race and into the race line with time to spare. So essentially, I have 3 hours and 15 minutes to finish the race. But realistically, I would like to finish the race in less than 3 hours. If I can. And I think that if I miss it, I can't then hop into another corral. So, essentially, if I cannot finish the 10K within the, within like 3 hours and 15 minutes, then I lose $100 or so, $110. So, essentially, I have a lot of stuff writing on me being time efficient. But I've done the calculations, and what I have to do is I have to finish it in I have to keep a minimum pace of 30 minutes per mile average. And I've been doing dry runs, meaning, so I've been doing the full weight I'm going to be doing on the course, the 20 weights in the rucksack, and but I'm only going half the distance. So I'm going 3 miles instead of 6, with 20 pounds. The problem is, there's no obstacles, which is a time sink. The obstacles take a good amount of time to complete, depending on how well you can do it and how fast you go about it. And then there's also, like, once you get wet, it adds more water to you. And so you actually get a little bit heavier from all the water in your shoes, and your socks, and your pants, and in your shirt.
Oh, running with wet shoes is super sucky.
Oh yeah, I have to do that a lot!
You could always get like Crocs or something, but running with Crocs is also less than ideal.
Yeah,
you should get some Triumph shorts.
yeah, I mean, something that I need to confirm is, where are my old mud run shoes? These are shoes that I did for, Tough Mudder and Savage, or Spartan, and maybe another, and my first mud run that I did, which was local to my family. The question is, can I find those shoes? And do they still fit? If not, I have 1 week to buy myself some, shoes.
Walmart. Just do them by Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably, since I'm still growing, that means the size of my foot is still changing. So
Probably not growing that much since we're in college, but yeah.
yeah, good point. But I think I can still squeak out at least another. Can get to 6 foot. I think I'm like 5'11" and a half. Last time I measured. I'm getting super close to 6 foot. I don't know exactly how tall I am. Last time I checked, I was like 5'11" and a half. So I mean, I'm close to 6 foot. So I think I can at least get 6 foot to 6'1" before I stop growing. I think.
I've accepted my shortness and basically just lived with it.
But so
So yeah, I mean, if you're doing stuff, if you want to get a good, okay, go by Walmart. I know I'm not the biggest fan of Walmart, so it's kind of a pain to get out of, in and out, but credit where credit is due. They have dry fit clothing. Make sure it's dry fit.
I have the clothing. I have a dry fit shirt and some really like I'm not sure if it's dry fit, but it's like really light material pants, not cotton or anything, so pretty water wicking. And I've run essentially I'm going to run what I've run other mud runs in. So I've essentially it's tried, true, and tested. I know what I'm wearing, I know how it works. So if I do not have the shoes, then I will have to buy it. If I could confirm that I was not going to grow anymore, then something I could honestly do, but I don't think it would get to me in time, is I could buy some Spartan mudrun shoes. Tennis shoes from Spartan, which the mudrun company, so, you know, it's really good for mudruns. That's 150, pretty pricey.
Dude, don't do that. There's so many other cheaper options.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I could do that, and it would have the Spartan logo on it. But I don't. I probably won't do that until Spartan endorses me, and I'm running Spartan professionally, which will never happen. Like, no joke, you can actually run Spartan professionally and get paid. Like, if you win a race, you get paid.
Those are Marines.
We're pulling ahead.
Maybe.
Joking. Yeah, that was mainly a joke because it seems like only a Marine would do something like that.
I mean,
nothing to say to Marines.
some of the Spartan national races are actually on like ESPN2.
Oh, that's cool.
So I mean, it's not as rare, and of course, it's not live; it's all post-recorded. But like, you can see the elite men and women running the course and knocking it out of the park. Like, they very rarely miss a single obstacle. The obstacles that mainly they miss would probably be spear throw, because it's if you don't throw the spear right, you will miss by an inch, and that's the difference between 30 burpees, 1 inch. And in professional and elite heats, that 30 burpees can be the difference between first and second place. I've seen it. I know it. And ow. But so essentially, from my dry runs of just 3 miles, paved surfaces, 20 pounds, I can do 3 miles in a little bit under an hour, like 57 minutes is the last time I ran. And I mean, I haven't been running regularly recently. The only reason why I've been running a little bit recently is because of the race I signed up for.
So, are you running on a treadmill when you do this?
No, I do it on the road. I don't like running on the treadmill just because of the mentality behind it. I mean, yeah, running on the treadmill can be fun because you can watch like TV and other stuff, but it's just for my mindset, it's not good for me because it's like I'm just stationary. I'm actually technically making no forward progress. So I do not like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I only do it by necessity, bad weather, or if I'm at a gym and they don't have a track or anything.
Yeah.
But so...
I can't watch TV. I don't know about some people, like, they're like, oh yeah, watch the news or something. It's like, no.
I mean, I can do it, I just don't like it. Just because there's just a whole separate mentality behind it. And, I mean, I struggle to have the proper mentality regularly running. Like, literally, the worst miles for me are the first 2 miles when I run. But then after that, it's like, okay, I'm running, this is actually happening. And then after the first or second mile, it's like, okay, now I'm actually fine, I'm bopping along with my songs, I actually semi have a smile on my face or something like that. Yeah, I don't like running on a treadmill if I can help it. Sometimes I can't, but for the most part I try not to. So yeah, I've been hitting an average minute per mile of about 17, which is well within my range.
Is that with or without the,
With the rucksack.
Okay.
17 minutes per mile to 18 minutes per mile average with the 20-pound rucksack for 3 miles, which means that to do the full 10K, it would take me about 2 hours. But because I know that you, once you get wet, you actually are a little bit slower, and plus I have data from previous mud runs I've done. So I'm going to say on race day, I will actually be holding closer to a 20 minute per mile average, which is still well within my time range. I think the maximum time that I will allow myself is 30 minutes per mile.
You always dump yourself in a bucket of water and then go for a run.
What?
I said you can always put yourself down with a bucket of water and go for a run just to get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I could. So I know that I'm going to be slower. Plus, with obstacles, it's going to bring my average minute per mile down. But I mean, so I've bumped up my prospective average minutes per mile to be instead of 17 or 18, where it's actually right now, I'm bumping it up to 20 minutes per mile, which is a few minutes per mile over what I've actually done. So, and it's still within my time. I think the slowest that I could go is actually like 25 minutes per mile. So I'm well within my time range. So I should be able to finish the longer one and then have time to actually like rest up. And what I'll probably try to do is go to my car, and something that I'm gonna have to do is figure out how like the bib system works, because I'm pretty sure the company that I'm doing it through is timed using a tracking chip or something. And you know, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna ask them at the front, hey, I'm running both races. One thing I'll ask is, hey, I'm doing both of these races, one here and one here, at the 2 different times I'm running. After my first race, do I have to do anything to leave to go to my car to come back, or like what? To just figure that stuff out, and then I'll also ask check, hey, as I'm checking in my back, hey, I'm running this race, and then I also I'm doing this race. In between my races, can I come get my bag, and then before my next race, can I check it again? So that's stuff that I'm going to have to ask, and I do not know. Because I'm guessing it could get pretty messy if, you know, I'm running one race with 2 tracking chips on me.
Yeah.
That's not going to go well. Because, you know, one chip's supposed to be on the 5K track when the other's supposed to be on the 10K. So, you know, when I'm going on the 10K, they're like, this tracking chip's not supposed to be on this track. This tracking chip's supposed to be over here. So, I mean, and also, I'm going by myself. I do not have a parent there with me. I don't have anyone. So, when I purchased the race, I did not purchase a spectator pass. So, that means I have no one there, so, you know, If I did, I could literally give someone, like, if my dad or mom win, I could say, okay, can you hold my dry bag? In here are my glasses and my next bib and tracking chip. Because Spartan, they give you like a wristband thing with a huge like orange block. That's your tracking chip for Spartan. I know Spartan and the race I'm doing is different, but you understand what I mean.
Yes, same concept.
It's so I mean they might not use the same. So I've tested. What did I? Oh no, the first mud run that I did, they actually had the chip on the back of the bib, like most races have. So, yeah, I put all my chips on red. It will be fun to see if there's a payout or if I lose to the house.
I'm sure we'll do fine.
I'm sure I'll do fine. Right? Right?
Yeah. Crap.
Also, something that I've
I-
considered doing is so on Halloween there's a half marathon not too far from me. And then that night, really close by to me, they are doing a 5K. 2 5Ks a day, but one is happening right before daylight savings time, so that you finish the race before the start time. And then later that morning, they have, like at 8 a.m., they have another 5K. I kind of want to do all three of those races. I mean, this is something an insane person would do, and I'm perfectly sane, so I don't know why I want to do it. I mean, I was also wanting to do a like 3, 6, 12, or 24-hour race on October 10th. The only reason why I can't do that is I can't find sign up. And I'd probably so these 3, 6, and 12 start at 9 p.m. The 24-hour starts at 9 a.m. It's only like a 1.2 mile course. And apparently they have like a well-stocked like resupply area. It's like every mile and 0.2 there's a really nice like resupply area that is fully loaded. And I've read it and it's like you can run, walk, crawl, or even sleep on the course. So like they've said, so run, walk, or crawl, and if need be, you can take a break or even sleep. So I mean, technically, the name of the game is survival. So and they do have an extra medal kind of deal if you go 100 miles, which is 14.4 average pace. I could not complete that. I'd probably get closer to 50 miles because I would do maybe 5 laps or so and then take a break at the resupply area and then get back onto the course, do another couple miles, and then take another break. So, but I can't sign up for it. I don't know why. It's still like a month out, and I can't find signups. And I would be crazy enough that I would want to do the 24-hour one. Because, I mean, the name of this game is just survival. Technically, all you have to do is start the course on time and be at the course when it finishes. And other than that, you will get the reward for the 24-hour marker. I would want to do that. And I am not an ultra runner. I am not a runner. So when most people do races, their name of the game is beat a time. My name of the game is survive.
Well, not always. Like, there's some fun runs that I've done. Like the one that we have, that the big one near us. I don't focus on time at all during that one. I just chill out and
Yeah. But I mean, for kind of my mentality is, I'm not aiming to beat a time. I'm aiming to start the course and finish it alive on my own 2 feet. And if the race course sinks, that they're going to pull me from the course, oh boy, they're going to have to take an elephant tranquilizer to me to get me off the course. And that's my mentality, and I don't really share that with other people, so yeah. If I can start the course and finish it, that's all that I care. I don't care about beating a time. So yeah, I would want to do that 24-hour one. But I can't sign up, so I can. But I'm going, the only problem is, you know, one race is at, you know, 1:50 a.m. So, I know it's not that bad, but, I mean, it's also going to be Halloween. Technically, November 1st, but still technically Halloween. And so, I mean, I'm going to have to ask at least one parent, maybe both, if I can actually do it, just because my estimated finish time would be about 1:40 with a... If the start time is 1:50, my estimated finish time is about 1:30. I can probably hit about a 12-minute mile average. I mean, the average that I try to keep is 15 minutes per mile. That's the average that I don't want to go slower than. If I can keep an average of 15 minutes per mile, I'm good. Sometimes I can go faster, sometimes I can go slower. It all just kind of depends on timing and stuff like that, other external factors.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, like, and by external, I also mean partially internal. If I'm a jackrabbit, you know, at the start of the gate, going, actually, I've had races where at the start of the gate, I've been able to do a 10-minute mile. But I only did that for the first mile, and then the next mile is, like, slow.
Yeah,
Closer to, like, 15, 16 minutes per mile-ish. I don't know, I haven't done it in a while, so I haven't done a jackrabbit start in a while, so I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's good. You just want to make sure you don't like go crazy fast and then just start sucking air halfway through.
Yeah.
Well,
I've done it before.
I finished my sketch. I think I'm gonna try and draw it in color. Send it to you. So the biggest problem that I had, and it still remains my biggest downfall, is drawing the body. Because I cannot get proportions right, and even now I don't think proportions are that stellar. But yeah, close enough.
Also, you know why on the human picture that I did, why I did sunglasses?
Because you want to draw eyes?
Because I tried to draw eyes, but for some reason I was having an abnormally harder time drawing them, and so I was like, no, my original idea of having, because I was wanting to do where only the eyes, like colored irises, but since I was having an abnormally harder time, I decided, you know what, I will just not. And I will just draw sunglasses and make it all gray. All black and white.
Just keep practicing eyes, bro.
I understand. It's just, I normally can sometimes get at least the first eye done decently, but I was struggling that night. I couldn't do both. I couldn't do a single eye. So, yeah, I decided not to do any eyes. If you can't do a single eye, just do sunglasses. I mean, that's sometimes why you'll see artists on like OCs when they create an original character, why they have like eye patches or like their hair covering an eye, because they just can't do the other eye.
Did I tell you why I did the eye patch for that other guy that I drew? Instead I drew I did the eye patch because I drew his name and erased it so many times and I erased through the paper.
You ripped through the paper?
Because I did it, because I just kept screwing it up and it was, oh my word.
Oof.
Okay, that was it. So now, I am drawing a character that I have no clue who she is, but I'll keep doing it because I only know how to draw one type of head, and I only know how to draw one type of eye and face structure, so I just keep drawing the same person. Anyway, that's an internal struggle of mine, so I sent it to you. So I think I'm going to try and do this one, and I think I'm going to try and color her in.
Okay.
I don't know, it's your prerogative. You need your,
Can you say your prerogative again? Well, make sure I heard it correctly.
Field mic deployed.
What's your prerogative first?
I didn't necessarily hear. There's just one part where I wasn't exactly sure what you said.
Hostile down.
So, I am debating whether or not to draw, or not to draw, to color in this person. And, like, put skin tone and everything and all that jazz in there. I'm not decide whether I want to or not. What is your prerogative?
Well, it's really based on what you are drawing, so... Like, I mean... Depends on what style you're aiming for. If you want to draw drawn in, then I'd draw it. If you don't, then I wouldn't. I know, not the best... Not the best advice, but... Because it's all up to the artist.
Well,
I can't tell you what you want to do. And while I may be able to give decent advice, it's also advice from my knowledge, and, you know, each artist knows their artwork that they're doing, and so it just depends on what the artwork calls for. Wow, we got murdered. We were 150 behind them. You know, I'm liking Cold War. Something that I really want to play is their fire team. Which looks awesome. Like Fire Team Dirty Bomb. What you do is you scavenge around the map. There are 4 teams of I don't know how many players. You scavenge around the map for uranium and take them to a dirty bomb site, and you have to then outrun nuclear fallout while fighting your enemies. It seems awesome. I so want to do it. Also, 1810. Not bad.
I probably need to be getting to bed pretty soon, but I'm happy that I was able to finish this drawing. I think I'm actually getting better, because beforehand, I couldn't draw without a tutorial, without like a step-by-step, without a loads of help, and even then, it would take forever, and I would screw it up, and so on and so forth. I think now, I'm able to break it up into parts. I'm able to draw something that I actually kind of like and practice it, moreover practice it. And now I think I'm just going to try as hard as I can to try and make good, like, colors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, what art is essentially just practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better you get.
Draw as much as you possibly can, Penguin. You should do an art live stream.
I don't have a PC to do a stream, nor to do art. So
But you could just have a video camera. And
I don't have the software, the PC.
No. I mean, like, okay, get a video camera.
I can't even broadcast it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, no.
With that kind of stream, you have to broadcast it from a computer. You can't broadcast it from PlayStation.
No. Forget the PlayStation. I'm just talking about YouTube. Like, going to YouTube, going on your phone, clicking live stream, and recording it, like from an above angle view of you just sketching. You don't have to show your face.
That's a bad idea.
You can like just make it on the actual pen and paper.
Taking Delta.
That's a bad idea for me.
Okay.
Because it is. I don't do good art to begin with, so why would someone want to see my art?
Well, you know, I don't.
I mean, and also, it would be a complete algorithm breaker. I mean, YouTube likes consistency, so if you're an art channel, and then if you're a gaming channel, like I am, and then you just post art, that kind of goes against the whole algorithm that you made yourself.
Could do is you could just create a separate channel.
Mistakes were made.
Like anyone's art or something like that.
No. I mean, you're right, I could, but no.
And then
I
you
don't-
could just do a bunch of art that you draw. And then you could do an art Instagram channel.
No.
You post all your art.
You overestimate my ability.
Well, it doesn't really take that. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is just go into YouTube and create a new account, and go into Instagram and create a different.
Oh no, I know that creating an account is not that hard. No, you overestimate my ability to do art in general. And plus, you know, if you're looking at art, you kind of... I mean, you want to see good art being made. So, I mean, you wouldn't really want to go see someone who is like, this is my first time making art, here's my channel of how to do it. You would want to make...
Well,
if you're doing a channel, you'd want... I mean, Instagram page is different, but for YouTube, like, you don't want to watch someone say, this is my first time doing art and posting. This is my first time ever doing art, and here's a how-to guide. That wouldn't get... I mean, maybe that could get views, but, I mean, people wouldn't really want to watch that. At least, that's what I believe. That if I were to do it like that, no one would watch it. And plus, like I've said, you overestimate my ability for art.
so first of all, it would be cool to see someone's journey from becoming an amateur artist to becoming a professional artist.
Enemy frag grenade. Field mic transmitting.
I'm not going to be an artist, though.
Well, art is okay. Do you want to know why I started practicing art?
What?
Because it is a very valuable skill to have, one that I did not have.
B securing Charlie.
And as such,
Losing Echo.
I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And so I
Makes
started
sense.
practicing so that way in the future, when I try to draw, I can draw, and I can actually draw good. Oh! I know what this person looks like.
What?
I think this person I'm sketching looks like
Incoming
Elsie.
stun.
Well, then again, maybe not. Yeah, I think that's right.
Losing E.
So, but that's basically the reason I started drawing, is because I wanted to be good at art, and I always thought to myself, man, I wish I could do that, because I can't sing. And I'm not good at playing an instrument, maybe because I haven't tried.
Securing Alpha.
But I think that art would be just a useful tool to have, a useful talent, to where if you needed to draw something, or you need to do something to where, I don't know, it's just, I think it would just be cool to do, to be able to do.
Yeah.
And if you showed the past me a couple months ago what I was drawing now, I would be like, yo, that looks really good. And I wouldn't even think that I could even draw that. So it's just the more you practice and the more you do it, the better you become.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And I mean, I know that. I mean, I'm not necessarily new to art. I've done art through school for like 5 years, technically. At least one semester per year, so.
Enemy frag.
Actually, I might have only done 6. I think 1 year I didn't do any art. I don't know though. But so I mean, I know that practice makes perfect. And so yeah, I know the value of practicing. Oh hello! Couldn't even see you there. How did we lose on this ship? Well, that might be why.
Oh, I just realized. Wait, no, hold on. What month is it? It's September. Dag nabbit.
What?
I was hoping. I want it to be Inktober.
Why?
Really? Because I've always wanted to do Inktober, but I was never artistically talented, so I couldn't. And so, I'm like waiting for Inktober. I was like, yes, Inktober, finally. But then, we could do Inktember? Inktember?
Me? No, I've never done it.
Anyway, and I want to be able to do it, so it's like, yo, I can actually do stuff. And
I mean, besides for
post
the
it.
art that I've actually posted, I've never posted my art anywhere else. Besides for that one or two times on Instagram, when I was doing a few sketches at school, and literally after I was done with my one of my classes. Other than those times, I've never posted any art. So yeah, I don't post art. Nor will I.
But you could do Inktember or Inktober, same thing, whatever. And not post it, but like post it to the Discord, or we could just send it back and forth.
I mean, you're not wrong. I could. But to quote Ratatouille and Remy, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Thank you, Disney, for now giving me that quote that I can quote. You know the quote that I'm talking about, right?
I can't remember.
Essentially, you know, Linguini is messing with the stuff. Remy goes by and smells it, and he literally like gags, which is physically impossible for mice. So literally, Linguini was such a bad cook that he broke the laws of nature. But so that's what he's saying. He's looking before he even falls into the kitchen. That's what he says. So yeah, I'm not gonna post art on like Instagram or anything.
So, part of me still feels irritated because there's the whole, okay, so regardless of whether or not post art, you should still do October, and you can just choose to post whatever you want or not post it, or you could just send it to me and show me a picture of it. You know, I count for like a year's worth of art, but I am in a predicament.
Okay.
So, part of me feels bad because I'm using references. I'm not copying the references, but I am on Instagram, so that I made a board of just stuff that I look at to try and get inspiration. And
I mean, there's nothing wrong with using references.
but I don't know.
There's a difference between copying and it's just a reference.
So, okay.
If you copy it one for one, then that is not highly sought after in an art community. But if it's just like, you know what? Essentially, I'm doing research, and from my research, I like how this person on this character did this face.
I'm mainly doing hair. Like, I'll copy someone's hair. Or not copy, but like...
Well, you're not copying the entire character, so you're not really copying. You're just you're doing the hair similar because it's research. You're using someone else's art to know how do I do hair better. It's not copying, it's using a reference. Unless you're literally doing the entirety of their artwork and copying one for one, then that's bad.
So I am not. I'm not doing that, so that's something I'm happy about. I'm not doing that anymore. I used to just sketch and draw and trace. It's like, oh yeah, I could trace this. Like, there's no problem. Or it's easy. You just trace everything. No. But I was thinking about, I don't know. So the first thing, the thing that I most recently, the Japanese thing that I posted in the group chat, that I can definitely see is a heck of a lot different. But I'm always worried that I'm like, they're too similar and somebody will be like, yo, you're copying it, are you copying it? It's like, no, I'm not copying. I just really like the person's eyes or hair or whatever.
Well, I mean, like I've said, as long as you're not doing a one-for-one,
yeah, and it's definitely not a one-for-one.
Then no one should really even have a quarrel about that.
Yeah, sure. I guess the same thing, like, when you were saying, the animator, and, like, you're doing story time animation, when you were about someone saying, yo, you're copying, like, Jade animation, or the other I was like, no, I'm not copying.
Yeah, just because, like, that's who I see, so I would essentially adapt my art style to be using their inspiration. I might have a similar art style because of that. Can two people be on these machine guns at once?
Niet. This will not.
That was weird.
Kill.
This is really fun. This game. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely tempted to pre-order now. Now, Call of Duty just give me some good perks. Also, 2420, not bad.
Alright, so, something I have definitely thought about, and I've referenced a lot, is Life is Strange. Whether or not you like the game, and I actually kind of do, the art of Life is Strange is a very, very, very nice reference. Thinking about it now, that's probably why I only know how to draw girls, but not very well. That's only why I know how to draw girls' faces. I know how to draw guys' faces, but they always look very feminine.
I mean, I literally, the last person I draw was wearing a mask.
Yeah, I'm scared to put a mouth on this guy, or this girl, because...
What you could do. COVID season. Put a mask
No,
on.
I'm not going to draw a mask on her. I'm not going to draw a mask on her. It's a good idea, but I'm not going to draw a mask on her.
I mean, if you think about it, eye patch, hair of the eye, mask, they're just shortcuts to not do something that you're good at. Or not do something that you're not good at. So get around it. Like, ugh, I can't get the other eye, boom, eye patch. I can't do the other eye, boom. The character has hair going in front of that eye that I can't do. I don't like how I've done the face, and I can't get a good smile or mouth position to work. You know what? COVID. And I mean, it's topical. We're in the season of COVID, so, I mean, you're just doing art fitting to the current environment, so to speak.
Taking Echo. Taking F.
So, I mean,
Securing D.
if you really want to, you could.
A. E secure.
No, I'm not. It's a good idea, but I'm not.
F locked down.
But what I am going to do is go to bed, because it's 11:09. I need to get bed. I need to get up early.
D secure.
Yeah.
And eventually, I will stop drawing anime. I don't even like anime that much, but why am I drawing so much anime?
Enemy took
I mean, drawing cartoon type stuff, and I know anime is not technically a cartoon, but it's within a close enough realm of a cartoon. They're kind of like, think of it almost like cousins. Anime and
Yes.
cartoons are cousins, so to speak. So,
Very much so.
and since stuff is within the same, so let's just say anime, cartoon, they're cousins. So the cousins of cartoon cartoon type stuff is easier to draw because you're not going on real life proportions.
That is very true.
And so because of
Yeah, I
that,
don't notice that.
it's a little bit easier to do expressions and just character details and shapes. Because, you know, it's less human. It's not close to real life.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at... Yeah. You know what? Even if I only draw animals, I don't like how it's printed out. So long as it's not communism, I think it'll be fine. So, alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and log off because I gotta get up there, crack it on, and do stuff to protect the United States of America. It's my sworn duty to serve. No, it's my sworn duty to get a full-ride scholarship and 10% off at Great Clips.
Well, hey, I hope it goes well tomorrow.
Alright, thanks, man. Later, everybody.
Later. Are you gonna be possibly be on tomorrow or
tomorrow after I'm done with drill? I will be 100% free and I'll be on. But
okay, are you going to be actually playing tomorrow? You could play some of the alpha.
I'm probably going to be doing art as per protocol.
No, not me. But okay.
Goodbye, everybody. Don't be communist.
Bye. It was, and he just left. It was fun talking with him. Yep. There we go. I put it down. I really like this game. I'm having a pretty good time. I am definitely considering going ahead and pre-ordering it. Though, if I'm going to say one downside, it's the score streak, not kill streaks. I mean, actually, not necessarily. Because the only way that I could see it as a downside is, you know, if you're not getting enough score, then you're not going to get your streaks. And so, like, you know, I want to make sure that I'm getting the streaks and using them because using streaks are fun. Getting the power of the streaks is a fun thing to do. If I throw that up there, I know that there were. Oh, there's the higher bridge. Okay. Ooh, ouch! Good one. He shot me in the back. Also, they did take down my radar thing. You know, didn't earlier I say that I would be swapping between classes? And what's the one thing that I haven't done? Swap classes. Yeah, I like this class, for sure. And on this map, I almost would want to pick up sniping on this map in particular. Because it's just not necessarily open, but I mean it's just long ranges, fairly decent line of sights. Please don't spawn me there. Thank you. I literally spawned in the same place twice and got blown up by a tank. To say that's frustrating would be an understatement. Yeah, whenever you just get killed back to back because they spawn you in front of an enemy, that is not fun. I mean, I tried. Move over. Ah! Let's try and kill him. I eventually... How... no. You know what? I've learned in video games, if they give you credit for something, don't question it. And also, I think that, besides for the fact that you can actually see it through walls, and I don't know if that's because I have... No, it's because I have a perk.
Charlie locked down.
But I think that placement's actually decent for
Losing A.
that, because it gives you a good bit of info on this area.
Enemy has A.
And as long as someone doesn't have engineer, then, you know, you're not necessarily going to be able to see it. I want to push in, but this tank right here. Yeah, I know, I just spent a full 40 clip and nothing. Ah, close.
Securing D.
They took 8 from us? Really? Well, that's not good.
Delta secure. Losing Foxtrot.
I really want to get more of the score streaks. I mean, the other game, a previous game, I think it was last match, I almost got the attack helicopter, or whatever my top score streak is. I almost got it.
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts. Enemy took D. Securing A.
Probably ran out that door to flank, maybe. Maybe we called it. I called it, though! Besides for the flank part, they didn't try flank, but they did run out that door.
We're falling behind.
No one did take down my sonar yet. Or field mic, technically, not sonar.
Securing Delta.
Down to this side. There we go.
Taking Charlie.
They got snipers on that hill.
Losing Alpha.
This side's safer because since we own A and B, owned A and B,
Charlie secure.
it was safer.
We lost Alpha. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Didn't I get a headshot at least one?
RCXD is in your AO.
And the person who killed me might have taken down that close one,
Довольно. Collector.
but they didn't take down the second one. Okay, so in a way, I think that the field mics could use a bit of a speed increase, but here's the thing. If you give them too much of a speed increase, then you will literally just see them everywhere. And so you don't necessarily want that, because if they're everywhere, then it kind of defeats the purpose. People would be looking for them more. Essentially, you use field mics to cut off rotation routes. Right? You kind of use field mics to block lines, not block lines of sights. What was this one? Quartermaster Tracker Scavenger. Oh! Okay, so that's cool. So there's a wild card that will allow you to get all of their one type. Yay! We got on this map. And I'm gonna pick up the sniper. They're all gonna die. Right? Right. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this. It's a good game. When they add in more game modes, which they'll probably add more game modes for the beta. Maybe. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. But, at launch, they'll have Warzone, they'll have zombies, they'll have that kind of stuff. I think they'll be fun. Ooh. Okay. So I didn't really get to add in some of the perks I wanted to. Let me go and see if I can customize it between matches. How did they already get two? And how did a dude in here get hurt? The back. I was going to say, the enemy baffles me. But I said, the baffle baffles me. Well, I didn't actually say that, but I was getting close to saying the baffle baffles me. Yeah, that would have made no sense whatsoever. I thought we would have traded. I was close to killing him, though.
Securing Delta. Losing B.
I mean, I did change grenades.
Enemy has B. Securing
Yeah,
Charlie.
unfortunately, Maniac couldn't be here with us today. I think he had to go home, back to his mom's house or something. For some reason, he just couldn't be on, which is a real big bummer.
Enemy has Alpha.
I would have loved to play the beta with him, or beta.
Securing Echo.
I would have loved to play the alpha with him. How did they take beta and...
Taking B.
I've been on the losing side of this combat every single match. How do we keep losing? So one thing I do like
Securing Alpha.
is the fact that sorry, I'm blanking right now. The fact that score streaks carry over. So even after you die, you're still making progress for score streaks. I do like that part.
Established overhead.
Oh boy. Not getting tired? No. Why would it be?
Alpha secure.
I do like that part though.
Enemy has Echo.
That it is carrying over. That is really nice.
Losing C. Losing Alpha.
If we're losing beta, I'm gonna not be happy.
We lost Charlie. Securing E.
Well, at least we're pushing back. If we can push Delta, actually, and draw them out. And by we, I mean my team. There we go. One shot. One kill.
Taking D. Taking C. Taking Echo. D secure.
Woo!
Charlie secure. Losing Bravo.
Is that a tank?
E secure. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Oh, they're
Lost
taking
B.
B. Can I go prone? Yeah, I can. Good.
Securing Foxtrot. Losing D.
I think one of our things
Losing
is
Charlie.
someone,
F locked
by
down.
someone I mean the enemy team,
We lost D.
the enemy team is really heavy focused, and they're using a lot of vehicles, especially tanks.
Securing Bravo.
Field might have been destroyed. Spy plane available for tasking.
I heard their footsteps. Yeah, that's a thing in this game. Footsteps are now like more prevalent.
Losing Foxtrot.
Spy plane flight time 50% on my mark.
Okay, something that I also think I've noticed a little bit is on this map, there's a lot more snipers. Sniping tends to be what I think is a little bit more prevalent, at least on this map. That's kind of what I've noticed myself.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Taking Delta.
I can't do that yet. Okay.
Losing F. Enemy took Foxtrot.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Delta secured.
I hate to say it, but I think you could go ahead and wrap this up as another loss, unfortunately.
Taking F. Losing Delta. F secured. Taking Bravo.
Double kill.
Bravo secured.
There we go. There's a Galil. Ah! Hey, look! The grenade was still alive. Okay, okay, they've taken B again.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
The only thing I could think to do to counter the spy plane is to get the ghost, but then if you're using a sniper with ghost, you know, you're not using ghost if you stand still. You actually have to be moving, which could throw off your aim. So, but since there is no mounting, you can actually continue to move while sniping.
Hostile artillery targeting active. Neckle. Incoming artillery.
There we go.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
But so yeah, you have to kind of always be moving.
Taking Charlie. Losing Delta.
Which is a little bit harder.
Losing B.
I tried.
Enemy has D.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Sorry, I had to. Wait a second, am I sorry? No, not really. Unless you're the younger generation, you don't get that song.
Securing Delta.
I mean, technically, I wasn't. No, you know, I was really young when Linkin Park was kind of a,
Don't let them take this away from you, MI6. Sit ready.
like,
Napalm
more
ready.
prevalent. So, you know, I mean, I didn't really hear a lot of Linkin Park songs live. No,
Enemy spy plane inbound.
when was Linkin Park around? 1990s, right? I mean, yeah, that was before my time, but I had a Taekwondo instructor, and for our demo team, which is essentially a
C.
whippy flippy join us team. we they would the demo team we'd go out to like schools and other like stuff like fairs and festivals, school fairs and festivals and that kind of stuff, and not school fairs, fairs and festivals, so other like fairs and festivals kind of stuff. And we do whippy flippy routine stuff, and essentially all in the hopes of trying to get people to join. By showing them the whippy flippy nature, we would try to coerce them onto our side. Join the dark side, we have whippy flippy talent. Of course, we didn't say it like that, or even say that, but you understand what I mean. It's just, you, so yeah. I mean, it was fun. I had a good time with it. It was fun. I did enjoy demo team. It's fun, really. Ooh, I should take off the Lawbreaker because I'm now doing a perk from one class or different classes. Unfortunately, we are coming to the end of the stream coming up soon. We got 28 minutes left, technically. And although for me, I'm not going to bed anytime soon. Because I have an English paper due in... The soonest day would be possibly Monday at midnight. The soonest day is the 21st. But I think in the instructions, it does say that the professor did move it to the 23rd. But like on calendar stuff, it does say 21st for something. Or maybe it was the week of the 21st. I don't know. But you know, I don't really want to push it. Because you know, I don't nor can't really afford to get a bad grade. Ish. Up. There we go.
Taking Alpha. C secure. B locked down.
So yeah, I can't really afford to get bad grades in college.
Losing C. Alpha locked down. Enemy took Charlie. Enemy has E.
So yeah, I need to make sure I'm as much as possible doing work and making the best marks I can.
Losing B.
Yeah. So I mean,
Charlie secure.
I really hope I got a good grade on that math quiz I took recently. Not quiz, test.
We lost Bravo.
I would like to say I am confident I did, but unfortunately I cannot say it with confidence.
Securing D.
Smoke.
As I unscoped, I put the bullet through his noggin.
Securing D.
What's your fucking problem?
I am a madman. I put a bullet through his skull as I was scoping.
Losing A.
Sorry, I had to go a little bit crazy. And by had to, I really wanted to. It's fun. Have you ever tried sounding crazy? Do you know how fun it is? Because if you don't know, making yourself sound crazy is really, really fun. But yet, it's also an art form. Not everyone can make themselves sound crazy. Also, I saw recently like recently, I say, I saw an interview on TikTok, and it was with Mark Hamill, and he was kind of talking about Joker. And so, you know, I kind of learned how he was doing the laugh. Like, he just doesn't have one laugh. He has different laughs to match his mood and that kind of stuff. Essentially, I need to watch more stuff about the Joker, Mark Hamill's Joker, to be specific, to learn how to do the Joker laugh. And by Joker laugh, I mean just everything Joker.
Losing A. Taking Delta.
Long shot, Avenger. Was that headshot? That was a headshot. Oh yeah.
Enemy took Alpha.
I'm having a good time with this game.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Losing E. Losing C.
Why did someone drop it over here?
Losing Charlie. Taking D. Losing B.
Ah! I think someone else was up there, though.
We lost Charlie. Delta lockdown. Enemy took B. Taking Bravo.
Throwing frag.
Securing A.
Throwing stun.
Oh, I forgot. You can just crouch by those and you avoid it.
Losing E.
I forgot that I did read that somewhere.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy took E. Taking Charlie.
Wants to be the driver of that. Ah, I got a hit marker. But only a hit marker, not the kill. Missed. See if we can cap E. We're doing pretty good for capped points.
Losing Charlie. Taking Echo.
But we need... Actually, we don't really need more. We're doing decent, point-wise.
Securing Alpha.
Can you actually get to that hangar over there?
Losing D.
Field mic commencing operation.
Ooh, okay.
Secured. Hold your positions.
Is he on this ship? He is. He got Alpha killed. He got killed. I wonder, can I jump from here to there? Nope. I didn't even finish. I was gonna say, can I jump from here to there and start the zip line while falling? The answer is an astounding no. At least I don't think so. I didn't do it.
Losing Echo.
I mean, if he was still alive, I would kill him with that shot. Hello? Hello?
Losing
Someone
C.
try to snipe me from over here?
Hostile spy plane
Did
established
you?
overhead.
Because if so, how rude. Did your mother teach you better not to snipe than to snipe me?
Losing Delta.
Where? There, found him.
Securing Charlie. Losing Delta.
Nope, I actually don't want to go up.
Lethal out.
Enemy has Alpha.
Ooh, okay. I thought that boat belonged to us.
Enemy sniper shooting.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Losing Delta.
Stun.
C secure.
I wonder what happens with this.
Throwing frag.
It sounded like it did blow up eventually.
Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Let's put a radar over here.
Multiple enemies.
I was gonna question that, but nah. I was just about to say, I know someone's shooting at me, but where?
Losing B.
Let's see if we can go over, get A point, and work on just swimming. I wonder. Nope. Let's go. Never mind. It does happen. When you're above water, you do the overstroke, but when you're under, you do kind of the frog paddle. I want to get out of the water.
Enemy has Charlie. Enemy spy plane inbound.
You know, if this game was Sea of Thieves, I would hate being in the water. Yeah, I really don't like Sea of Thieves water. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys, I've literally panicked. Like, literally started to panic when I was piloting a ship in Sea of Thieves. Like, straight up, I couldn't finish.
Sniper, take cover.
Echo secure.
Like, I literally
Losing E.
not fell to the ground. I literally walked away from the computer. I hated it.
Enemy has E. Hostile
I really did not like that.
net call. Incoming.
I mean, yeah, I pretty much just full out panicked when I was piloting the boat. Eventually, I did kind of find my sea legs, but I was still like really scared to pilot the boat.
Losing Charlie.
Did someone? No, never mind. We have A, we're losing C.
Let's not go. You have
Finally! We got a victory for once. In this mode, we finally got a victory. That is, ouch. Also, I hate to say it, but on this map, it doesn't seem that sniper friendly. And, well, it's very situational based. So it's not easy to get a snipe. Not bad. No. I'll do that. This is most likely going to be our final match of the night. So, hate to say it, but It's sad, but true. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. I was going to say sorry, I had to, but no, I'm not sorry. I'm not. So yeah, Gunsmith allows you to, or Gunfighter allows you to have, like, what, all of these have one? Maybe not, I don't know. But I'll go back to the first setup we were using. Just because on this map, I feel like it's a little bit closer range, honestly. Even though technically an SMG would be better for close range, but... I'm sorry, unfortunately, I am getting tired. Even though I've been drinking my magical elixir, as I like to call it. Really, all it is chai latte, which has about 65 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, so I've probably said this story before, but so last year, my dad's sister and I, we went on a cruise, and we got a package, a drink package, where it allowed us to, I think just my sister and I got it, and so, you know, if our dad wanted a certain drink, we just had to get it for him. But, but that means we got unlimited, like, fountain drinks and unlimited cafe drinks. I think ours was a non-alcoholic package, so we couldn't get free alcohol. Even though my sister and I are underage, so we couldn't have even gotten alcohol. So, I mean, that was good, but... But having said that, I found something that I really liked. And in the... So we went on a Royal Caribbean cruise. And so in the promenade, essentially like a giant shopping center in the center of the ship. In bigger models, it can actually be semi-open air. In ours it wasn't, but we were on one of the older, smaller models, so... But, one, I loved the promenade. The aesthetic of the promenade was awesome. It's like a little town, and you could even get... Do you have to hold it? I want to try that again. But you could actually even get staterooms. Nope. Must have hit A or something. Or X, not A. I'm on PS4, not Xbox. But so, you could even get staterooms where it faced inwards to the promenade. And so, like, you would get, like, maybe a small balcony to look into the promenade. I don't remember. Like I said, this was last year, and we didn't get a stateroom in the promenade. Or anything like that, so all I know from the promenade was that I enjoyed walking through it, and it was fun, it was nice. But having said that, I really... So, they had this cafe in the promenade, and one of the drinks that you could get was an iced chai latte. I think you could also get it hot. But let's just say I became addicted to that, and I finally figured out, or I finally found and got my hands on what they used to make it. Because, I mean, I would get it regularly, multiple times a day. There's one day that I was like, I want to see if I can max it out. Like they say, sir, you're cut off, you can no longer have more chai tea, or chai latte. That shouldn't really happen with chai. That only really happens with alcoholic drinks. The only reason why I wanted to test it is because, like, either that day or the day prior, my dad told us of, like, someone he knows, friend or someone, that would go on cruises and get a package, and he would oftentimes
Commence spy
like
plane mission.
get cut off. Like, okay, you can have no more alcoholic beverages today. You've hit your limit. I want to see if they had a limit on non-alcoholic drinks like chai latte. Unfortunately, I was also addicted to the Flow Rider, and so this, and the Flow Rider, if you don't know, is like a little surfboard section on the back of the ship. It is so much fun. But the second that I would start that, I wouldn't stop. So, you know, I could never test it out. And plus, my dad and sister would get up early and, like, they would go to the workout room or whatnot, doing that kind of stuff. A bit. I would sleep in until it was time for breakfast, and then went to go to breakfast. So, like, my dad and sister were up early in the morning. They got to kind of be in the fresh early morning air kind of stuff. Me, nah. I was asleep. But I mean, I also tended to stay up a little bit later at night. But yeah, so I finally figured out, I finally tried to look for it, and they were, because I kind of remembered what it looked like. So they were using chai latte concentrate from Tezo. Or Tizo, or Tezo. No, Tezo, I think it's pronounced. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's the chai latte concentrate. And I finally got it. I tried to duck in time. I failed, of course. And I finally been able to, you know, get my hands on it. And, yeah. I love it. And so, yeah, I've been drinking that. And so, I kind of sometimes call it my magic elixir. Because, I mean, have you ever tasted chai latte? Man, it's so good. It can, like, I've had a taste of just a concentrate. Man, the second it touches your lips, you go, woo! I love it. Because it's like cinnamon and ginger and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily spicy to say, but, you know, it's good. So, yeah. But I've been drinking on that. I mean, it's not a tall glass of chai tea that I made myself. I need to find the kind of a way to perfect the recipe. I know that it says, like, use half, concentrate, same difference, right? Concentrate and half milk, so equal proportions of both. I've tried it with, how I've been making it the past few days, is I've been using, half and half instead of milk. But I've also been putting in less. So, I mean, it's probably a little bit more, stronger. But, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. The strong taste is good. I like it. I mean, if I didn't like it, why would I be drinking it? That's the thing. So, but it's really good. So, yeah. I got sniped with that. But, you know, it tastes really good. I love it. But I mean, it has like 60-something milligrams of caffeine. 65 milligrams of caffeine. And not only that, but I've also been drinking other, nothing recently, but I've been having other coffee stuff. Like, so I've, earlier this year, I did the Spartan, virtual race. And, with that, the goodie bag that they gave me, a, like, caffeine, supplement pill thingamabobber. It's like green coffee powder or something. I had one of those today. It's from what I read some stuff online
Get me a spy plane.
on their website about people reviewing it, and I've read. So nah, I really only read that. And apparently, from what people say, or it may even have it on the back, but it's like a slow release caffeine. So, you know, you don't really crash. And I don't know how much caffeine's in one of the tablets, pill tablet things. But I had one today because I wanted to try it. Because, you know, I thought I'm going to be working a lot today. I barely got anything done. I only got 11% of my paper done. And that's all I really had to do today. So, yeah, to say I didn't really procrastinate a lot and didn't do much, that would be an understatement. I wish I couldn't say that. I wish that I had, you know, been a little bit more, made a little bit more progress today. But, I mean, I was also pretty lost on how to start the essay, so, you know, getting 11% done for me is pretty big because now I already have a little bit of a starting point, and with the starting point I can hopefully progress faster. I still haven't finished my first full paragraph, but so my first paragraph is only 11%, so meaning I can get more in my first paragraph. I would like to say I could get more in it easily. Well, I've kind of just, yeah, I can get more into my first paragraph easily. Because I really need to do like my thesis kind of deal. I haven't really even done that. So I can do my essentially my thesis about, so I chose one where it's like personal, a book that you've read personally that has some kind of impact on you, and it has a few other things that says, so I mean I can do that, and so the book that I chose is none other than the best book ever made, the Kingdom Keepers books. If you don't know what that is, I'd suggest try and read them, because they are awesome. I mean, you could also say I am biased because it's Disney. And I mean, are you right? Am I biased because it's Disney based? It's actually not made by Disney. It's, the author's like his name's Ridley Pearson. And in one of like the things attached to it, says like Disney Hyperion, or made with conjuncture of Disney Hyperion or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But so the books take place at the Disney parks. And I mean, I'm also partially using some of like my own background, like the fact that I have dyslexia, which, you know, makes it harder for me to read and that kind of stuff. And that the only times I read book is if it's mandatory for school, kind of deal. But this is the books that I've picked up myself. And so, using that, and so I actually have to stuff because it's midnight. So I mean, yeah, the paper should be progressing semi-well, hopefully. I'm going to log off and try to get to the grindstone and pulverize it and get at least 60% done tonight. Or more, maybe I, you know, just get a streak of inspiration and, you know, just write like there's no tomorrow and somehow actually make it right good. I don't know. writing is not my strong suit, so you know. Uh, but so I'll. That is kind of my goal. Try to get it done as fast as possible, and do it as well as I can, as well. So yeah, I gotta log off to do that. I'll be on tomorrow night. We'll be playing more of the alpha. Technically, could I go to a different game? Yes. Like more Modern Warfare, but since it's an alpha, essentially, if there's a game you're interested in and there's an alpha or beta for it, essentially what I'm saying is, anytime you get a chance to play an alpha or beta, open or closed, you should try to take up the opportunity. Because I mean, the thing is, one, if you have access to a closed beta and you haven't bought the game, ooh boy, you're lucky. Play it. But then other than that, like alphas and betas, open or closed, it's a good thing to play it. Especially if you're like, do I really want to play the game? Do I really want to spend my money on it? That kind of stuff. And so, you know, you can better decide what you think. And also, I had fun playing this tonight, so I want to play it again. And since I am considering playing it more in the future, so you know, I have the opportunity to an alpha. The beta won't come out until October 8th. So that's the next beta. So that's roughly a month away. So if I don't play it this weekend, I have to wait a month to play it again. So I'm going to try to take the opportunity and play it while I can. Oh, Lawbreaker, I could also... Oh, okay. So Lawbreaker, you can hold 2 primaries. And have perks in the same tree. Okay, that's cool. I like that. But yeah, I need to wrap up my stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe. And to stay up to date with what I do, please ring that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, take it easy.